All right, y'all, let's get into some WWE 2K24 talk before we talk more wrestling, because they just showed us the whole showcase mode. And I want to get y'all's thoughts on it before I tell y'all mine, which I already told y'all in the chat. But let's go ahead and hop over to Bryan. Bryan, what do you think about what we've seen in the showcase mode so far?
I think those who watch my videos and talk to me, you guys know I hate the slingshot mechanic. I really do. The matches that they chose, it's very surprising that they decided to leave some of them out, because at that point it's not a talent issue. With that, so like Triple H versus Undertaker was brought to my attention today that is not in there, and I don't know how you leave out special guest referee HBK at WrestleMania 28. You leave that out in the Hell in a Cell. But I have to be quite honest with you guys. I really don't care. Honestly speaking, bro, I mean, to me, I haven't played Showcase in full since 2K16, so I really don't care that much. I'm still gonna play it this year. I think I'm actually gonna play it fully through this year, because for content and all that. But yeah,
content. You gotta cut them live clips out.
Oh, for sure, of course. But for me, yeah, man, I don't really care too much, but it is kind of. It's bittersweet, because to me, I don't care, but at the same time, it's like some of those matches, if I'm going to play it, which I am, I would have loved to play through some of those matches.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to Loaded. What do you think about the showcase match list? Omer, you actually look pretty good without the beard.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah.
Not looking bad. Go ahead, Loaded.
I don't give a damn, bro, at all. But like the last time I played Showcase was 2K22. I played 2 or 3 matches and I'm like, I'm done. I don't know why people are like this game mode at all. Like, who thought of this game? Was it Ukes years ago?
No, it was good before. It was good with Ukes though. It was good with them. I just want to make that clear.
But the fact that you got to do certain things. The fact that you got to do certain things like pick up a weapon or do a suicide dive or do a springboard move, and then it cuts to the real footage, and I'm like, why? This isn't fun. This is boring. And then I guess you unlock old models of superstars and arenas. That I don't care. I tried to play it for 2K23, but I'm like, nah, I'm skipping it. I barely played a match. I don't care at all. And they don't. There are certain matches that should be there. Like, where's The Rock and John Cena from WrestleMania 28?
Boom.
There's 3 matches we don't know about.
At the time, that was like the most watched WrestleMania. You're not gonna include that match? Where's Taker and Bossman from WrestleMania 15? They're probably not gonna put that up, but yeah, they're not gonna.
You can't do that, man.
Is that the one where he hung from the cage?
Didn't they have had that in 2K14, or they had that in the
put the slingshot mechanic on that scene?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
No, but they did have that in one of the prior ones. I don't remember if it was 2K14's or if it was part of the Attitude Era, but they definitely had that WrestleMania Hell in a Cell hanging the boss man.
Yeah,
not too sure, but Kero Valentine.
Hold on, before we get into the next thought, I don't gotta say nothing, but shout out to the 52 people in here. Y'all make sure to hit that. We got 28 likes right now, bro. We got 52 people in there. You know what y'all gotta do, man. But Kero, my fault, my boy.
Go ahead. Love, man. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Show us some love.
Hell yeah, we need the love, man. But you know what doesn't lead the love? It's the showcase mode. Actually, when Loaded, you were talking about it, I kind of reminisced about the past. And I remember people specifically saying, even when we had it good in 2K15, where we had a long showcase mode, 2-3 of them, and then more showcase modes came in as DLC with actual in-game footage. People back then even said, you know what, this mode is kind of boring because all you do is you just watch cutscenes. Like, that was the time when we had it good, and I can't really disagree with those. Like, I like a good Road to WrestleMania, an original story, something we have not seen before. Like, that's cool. At least that's something completely new if we're gonna sit and watch something. Or why not? Here comes the paying career mode, right? So, you know, we going to 2K Showcase in the first place was kind of like a step back, anyways. And then now it's even worse. Like, it's super lazy. There's no actual commentary. Like, you know, back in the day, they would make Michael Cole commentate even like the old matches from the 80s, but it's okay. They at least recorded something original. There's now royalty-free music in the background. Like the slingshot technology is it's a blatant excuse, basically a blatant excuse. They just need this thing for marketing, for the cover art and all that. That's it, man. That's the only reason why this thing exists. It's there to fill up the word count, fill up the numbers. That's literally the only reason why this thing exists. And the fact that we only have 21 matches, when back in 2K14 we had around 50, not 50, a little less than that, but still we had around 50 matches. And now at 40 years of WrestleMania, not 30, we have less. Way less. So I don't know what they're trying to do with this mode. I mean, like I said, I told you it's a marketing thing. And yeah, the thing that baffles me the most is those matches you guys mentioned, like I don't know, the Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H match, where Shawn Michaels was a special guest referee, which is like one of the biggest features of this year's game. Like it's just smells of laziness. And you know, since we cover 2K and a lot of wrestling games, I do try to be, you know, a little bit more optimistic, because, you know, we kind of see these games and talk about them every single day, so I might as well try and enjoy it. But this one thing, the showcase mode, like, I'm not going to stand for it. I'm just going to call it what it is. It's absolutely lazy. It's a slap in the face for, I think, any wrestling fan. As a consumer, it's a slap in the face. It doesn't deserve the money you're giving it either. At least with my faction, they're honest, man. They're saying, we want to take your money. With this, they're just saying, oh, we got this great slingshot. Like, I don't know. This whole thing is BS. I don't like it. And as long as slingshot technology is in this game, I will never, ever support it, and I'll never agree with it.
All right, and before we move on,
cooking, my boy. What I gotta say, y'all. You know what? Showcase mode. I'm gonna pass it to you, Clint, but I'm gonna go ahead and step in if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
I actually come here for showcase mode. I come in here for my rise. I come in here for all of the single player stuff because I'm not an online player and I don't have anybody who live in my house that plays with me. So these are kind of the things I look forward to in the year, in the game every year. I don't love showcase mode, but it's what we got, so we deal with it. But we got 21 matches in here, and I feel like the match list they went with is just very odd, very strange. They went with a lot of old school matches, which is understandable, but a lot of those people who were alive and playing games back then, they're not playing games anymore. So I would understand if they started from like the Attitude Era. Of course, you can get the He Who Christmas was canceled on and Andre the Giant match in there, whatever. That's a big match in WWE history. But you could start from the Attitude Era and go forward, because a lot of these people are just not even going to be familiar with. And you got like 8 to 10 matches in this mode that happened before like 1990. I'm like, yo, what are we doing here? There's so much Undertaker matches that you left out of here. A lot of Stone Cold matches, Kane, so many other stars that they could have put in this game. But you know what? I just think the match list was very underwhelming. And I hated to see it when they released it today. Not even one Undertaker versus Triple H match. And those were almost just as good as the Shawn Michaels matches. So I'm disappointed with it.
But you know what? Stone Cold matches missing, but aren't we only missing WrestleMania 15 and 14?
I don't know, but we got like 15 Hulk Hogan matches. That's all I'm
saying. I do gotta agree. But Flyboy here in the chat said, for Valentine's Day, can I make a request, please? Can my guy who shaved his beard finish off with shaving his eyebrow? I'll pay top dollar for that show.
Oh God!
His birthday's tomorrow. We can't do that.
I mean, here's the thing. I would do it, but y'all cannot afford it. That would have to be like $1,000 super chat.
Oh, he's willing. He's willing to pay $1,000.
You're saying there's a chat.
If you drop $1,000 super chat right now in the channel, I would shave off my eyebrow.
The requirement should be something other than money.
No, he said he's going to pay top dollar for it. That's top dollar.
Sorry, how are you going to convince me to do that? Other than look, I'm a shill.
You want to give the man
money?
Money.
Money.
All right, let's go ahead. While we're waiting on that $1,000 super chat, let's go ahead and jump forward to Clint.
Well, we all know what Showcase really is. It's a glorified tutorial. It's not really like every year. It just basically teaches you how all the little systems work. But how I would change it, and I believe I mentioned this before, is instead of just replaying old matches with real in-game footage, why don't they change it to like a what-if scenario? Like, what if Shawn Michaels ended Undertaker's streak? What if Triple H ended Undertaker's streak? And the reason why I'm guessing there's hardly any Undertaker matches, Kenny, is because they're probably going to do an Undertaker showcase next year. They want to save it for that. So if they let him out this year, probably include it next year.
Yeah.
And I know you dislike Hulk Hogan, but Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior is in there. We're getting the best Ultimate Warrior.
Which one's the best?
WrestleMania 6. Yeah.
Disagree. We already had it in 2K14.
10 years ago, dog. Let the man be
So
happy.
what you're telling me is that I should only buy these games every 10 years.
But I'm just saying we've had it since then as well. I'm just
Ryan, check the chat.
10
Yeah,
years?
check the chat.
Yo,
So every
Johnny,
10
my
years, we
dog.
should just buy the
Come
rest
on,
of them,
man.
right?
Come on, bro. How much would I? Yeah,
My
if you
bad,
donate
Clint.
$1,000, I got you.
Oh my God, Johnny's got some love for Brian in the chat.
$1,000.
$1,000 right now, Johnny. You're gonna get Brian oiled up again.
$1,000 to cancel Christmas on this channel. That's all it costs you guys. Eh?
We'll go on
ahead,
Twitch.
Clint.
It's okay.
I was just gonna say, like in the WrestleMania arenas, like every match should have been a different WrestleMania, I think, because then we could have got a bunch of different WrestleMania
100%.
arenas. A lot of them are the same WrestleMania, so I didn't do the math, but how many different arenas did we actually get?
So many were missing.
It's like, so there's also that. Like, it would have been awesome if we got all 40 WrestleMania arenas, because next year they're not going to be there, so they could have just hooked us up.
That should have been the way, Clint. I do agree with that. There should have been little videos to unlock stuff like that.
Yeah.
In 2K14, we had 29 arenas, and this year
I wouldn't be mad if the showcase could have been their mode that they kept building on, like, keep the game fresh. Give us a match every month with the new WrestleMania arena, because if you can't do it in a year, that gives you more time to work on those arenas and get them out.
Yeah, if they want to add more matches for the 10-year mark, because this is every 10 years they do this big road to WrestleMania showcase, if you will. Just every DLC that comes out, just add 10 more matches until you get to the 40 marker, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be included with the DLC.
All right, but It's Taco Kid did put up a good point in there. He said the problem with showcase mode is you have to keep pausing the match. You got to pause like 3 times or whatever to see what the goal is or which things you got to hit.
They put way too many objectives, and that was my thing with the John Cena showcase, which is why I stopped playing it almost immediately. I played the first match against RVD, and it was like 10 objectives, dog. And then it's like you got to try and get all those objectives, and it's too much, man. It feels more like a chore. It feels like a chore.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
It's like a
So
grocery
I think
shopping.
to kick back, turn the podcast on, and knock them out. What do you think?
They needed to put more arenas in this game. I am not a fan of this practice. I hate it, but they literally have a 40 years of WrestleMania edition. You don't need to put any match types behind it, but at least give me the rest of the arenas that are not included from the showcase, so that instead of just people got mad at me all the time for saying an alternate attire for 5 people. No, it's not an alternate attire. It's a completely different character. We need 17 Triple H's in the game. Like, okay, all right, just throw your money away. Whatever you do with your money is your business. So many people are just like, but you might get a different entrance music and 3 different animations for the pedigree. Like, it's an extra costume. Get 5 extra costumes. Hate me in the comments. Bring it. 5 costumes for that $40 Canadian or $20 American. It's a waste of money. And you get my faction cards. And you get the WrestleMania 40 arena when it comes out. If you told me that I'd be getting 39? No, because it's 21 matches. Some of them are from the same WrestleMania. So you're going to be you get like 25 extra arenas. Now we're talking. That's less than $1 an arena, US. All right. That sounds more like I might want this 40 years edition just for those extra stages from WrestleMania. Now you've piqued my interest. But you get 1 arena, these 5 characters. The showcase looks like it's showing off like maybe 15 different WrestleMania arenas. We had all of them in 2K14 up to WrestleMania 30. We had 29 WrestleMania arenas. This is new engine, new game, Xbox One and PS4 and PS5 and Series X, and they can't give us all the arenas. It's a slap in the face to me. I don't like the showcase mode. I never have. I played through it in the Attitude Era one in 2K13 and 14. They were okay. I don't like the slingshot mechanic. I hate the objectives, like everything you guys have said. It's annoying. I'd rather just play the match. Okay, get X wrestlers' health to red, and then we'll play a cutscene. Great. That's it. That's the only objective. Beat them up, wrestle the match however you want, and then we'll play a cutscene at X point, and then you can finish it off. I hate the slingshot. I liked it because in 2K14, like back then, I don't think they did the slingshot. I think they would still animate it in game, and it was better that way. It just the graphics are so good now. Why are you taking me out of the game for real life anyways? I don't care how seamless it looks. And you can't stream it. Like, you're getting real life footage. You literally have to go in and edit it and pull that stuff out. Put your face over that when that's happening. Like, it's stupid. I don't like it for so many reasons. And Road to WrestleMania was way better. And before we had Road to WrestleMania, the careers were way better before then. My Rise sucks. I'm sorry to say it, but it sucked every year I played it. Every year it sucks. Every year.
Heart-wrenching.
I want No Mercy. It doesn't even have to be a creative story. No Mercy let you literally play through the previous year's build up to WrestleMania 2000. And they replaced the Big Show with Steven Richards for that fatal four-way main event. But your world heavyweight title was literally playing through the year's worth of storylines in wrestling. They didn't even need to get creative with it. Some of the other ones, like Hardcore title, European title, I don't know if that was created in-game. I don't remember. But you literally don't even have to get super creative with it. Just give me a better story. My Rise going to an NPC and then feuding on my phone on Twitter to have matches. I don't like it. I don't like it. I haven't liked it for years. I want them to bring back what we got from Here Comes the Pain through SmackDown versus Raw all the way up to like 12. Had awesome story. The best part of the game was the single player story. Yep. This is why I've always been a universe guy, because I'm like, I lost faith in WWE to give me a single player experience long ago, that when we at least had create a story and universe mode, there was something for a single player experience that is just like Road to WrestleMania, even because I didn't even like Road to WrestleMania that much. I thought that kind of sucked. So Showcase, I'm happy it's less matches than 40.